Oh, you know what? Some days, yeah, you honestly just you honestly wish you were a neutral fan because what I've just gone through in that last 90 minutes, 94, 96 minutes, you are taking the absolute piss because the fans turned up. Everyone else turned up, but those 11 players on that pitch, plus those subs. Because what the fuck was that? 90 minutes, guys. Bearing in mind, that second half, we did not register a single shot. Forget on target. That's not even the barrier here. We did not register, hear this, we did not register a single shot until the 94th minute, guys. We did not register a single shot until the 94th minute. You know when you're in a title race, because I feel like these lot forgot, or it just slipped their mind. Like maybe they thought this was a cup game, two-legged cup game. Maybe they thought this was, I don't know what they thought this was, because that first half was a shambles. That second half, I don't even know what the hell that was. Like, did the players forget the memo today? Did they forget what this game meant after what happened yesterday? Did that completely miss their mind? Did Arteta not brief them? Did they not go on their phones? Were their phones taken away or something? Did these lot not know what the results were yesterday? Because I feel like some of these lot just thought they came here for a quick runabout. This felt like those games where it's played behind closed doors. Did these players think that this was one of those games? Like, oh, we're trying to gain some fitness. We're going to play some makeshift Liverpool team. And we're just gonna, yeah. Anyhow, Liverpool played with Ekitiko Isak in that game, we lose, by the way, guys. We lose because Liverpool looked more of a threat than we did in that first half and that second half. And we even got lucky that ball hit the crossbar. Because anyhow, yeah, that ball hits the other side of that crossbar, it goes in and it's 1-0. You had an opportunity to go 8 points clear, and albeit 8 points clear in January is not something to write home about because there's still a hefty amount of games left. But 8 points clear, that sends a massive message. You have to punish City when they're wobbling. That game yesterday, don't get twisted. That game yesterday against Brighton, they could have easily lost that. Even before they had their 20-odd attempts in that second half. In that first half, that game could have been buried within that first 15 minutes. Brighton had a lot of chances. They just couldn't take their chances. And then you come to this game. You saw Villa drop points. City drop points. All now to Arsenal. All now to Arsenal. You're playing Liverpool at home. Albeit it's not the easiest fixture to try and pull away. City dealt with Liverpool comfortably. Flipping Man United dealt with Liverpool. Nottingham Forest, who are sitting in like 16th, 17th, put 3 past these lot. They put 3 past Liverpool at home. And we couldn't even register a single shot on target, guys. I mean, I don't even know where to start, because to me, we just look nervous. I said this against, I didn't say this against any team, but the Bournemouth game, I said in that first half, we looked drunk. We looked like we went out on we looked like we went out in Shoreditch after Villa, and then done another night out the night before Bournemouth. We went out in Bournemouth and had a couple of drinks, and then we played Bournemouth the following day. We looked drunk. This game, we didn't even look drunk. We looked sober, but we just looked shy. We looked like the occasion got to them. there's no intensity in that first half. There were glimpses, but the overall performance as a package in that first half, it was nervous, shy, no intensity. Everything is slow. And guys, this is where it all starts to click, right? When you play such a slow build up, if your whole ethos is patient build up, and then you connect that with a team that just looks nervous, that is a recipe for we are not going to be taking risks today. Because one, we don't take risks anyway. But add to the fact that I'm a bit nervous, my leg is a bit shaky, my hand, I'm feeling the pressure a little bit too much. I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to dribble for too long and then end up getting dispossessed and then we get counter pressed. That was the whole ethos of that game today, because we did not look like we wanted it at any point of that game. We were at home. This wasn't Anfield. We were at home. We looked like we just did not want to be there at any given moment, because that whole second half, Liverpool just had the ball and they were just passing it around, U-shape, passing it around. And they could have had chances, because the amount of times Frimpong went in behind. And when Lewis Kelly came on, I was thinking, in one way, we need to up the tempo, but in the other way, him against Frimpong in that second half is going to be a cookfest, because the amount of times he got in behind, and Saliba had to come across. Anyone that tells you that's not 2 points dropped, they're lying. You're lying, because the stakes of that game were high. The stakes of that game were exactly how it was going to be, especially of what happened the night before. Villa and City drop points. Over to you, Arsenal. Over to you. Because if you don't want it, who's going to take it? Because anyhow, come May, I keep saying it, guys, in every single match reaction, because we've been playing shit. Even that Liverpool game, the reverse fixture in August, we played shit. I just didn't have a fucking YouTube channel. Guys, anyhow, come May the 24th, when there's no parade and we're not lifting armpits in the air, get this manager out. Get him out. Because, guys, this is 4 years. I don't even know how long we've been challenging for. This is 3-4 years. I don't even know at this point. Because you had an opportunity to go 8 points. I keep repeating it, guys. You had a chance to go 8 points clear, and Arsenal shat the bed. You shat the bed and you dropped 2 points. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not looking at 1 point gained or nil points, because City dropped, Villa dropped, we dropped, nothing happens. But guess what? You've dropped 2 points. But anyways, let's get to the game, because it's 8 minutes in. So that first half, yeah, the tempo was slow, and this is now where we start to see when we play such a slow build-up, and then you add to the fact that the players look nervous. It's never that the players look nervous, they were nervous. You add to that, they're not going to be taking no flipping risks at any point. They look like they were too focused on the occasion, and the occasion got to them, because they looked at it as like, oh, fucking hell, this is Liverpool. We pay too much respect to Liverpool, because Liverpool have been getting slapped all over the place. And we just came there and said, yeah, we're not gonna play our game. We're gonna let you have the ball, and we're gonna counter press you, or do, I don't know what the hell we were doing, because that first half, the only chance I think was of any merit was when Saka went down the byline and he whipped that ball across. And surprise, surprise, your number 14 is nowhere to be seen. That shouldn't be a surprise. The amount of times, and look, I like Timber. Timber's my favorite player. He's on my back of this shirt. But the amount of times the ball went in behind Timber, broski, like, if you know, the self-awareness is the big thing. You know your cross game is not that good. You know what you can work on, because you have these coaches with you all the time. Why do you constantly, every time that ball gets across, you want to get rid of it as quickly as possible. I don't even call it a cross. I just feel like he just kicks it and hopes it ricochets and it goes in, because the amount of times that ball, the ball is landed perfectly. There's enough pace on that ball for him to take a touch, get closer to goal, and maybe drive it across goal. He doesn't do that. He whips that ball in with sometimes some of the ball, it's like he's knuckleballing these crosses. And it's like, there's no one, first of all, we got a striker who's overweight, so he's not going to get at the end of any of these crosses. And second of all, your crosses are not even across goal. They're, a lot of the time, they're going behind, not even Gyökeres, but Saka and Trossard. So it's like, these crosses are meaningless. But apart from that, what else did we do, guys? Like, genuinely, like, we faffed around with that play towards like the end of the first half, where I think was it Conor Bradley almost scored. And I'm just thinking, and this is why I keep saying, guys, Raya gives me anxiety when he does stupid shit like this, but I'm not even blaming Raya for that, because that's just a lack of communication. Who was going where? Did you want to leave it for Saliba, or Saliba leaves it for Raya? Like, Raya lets Saliba have it. Like, guys, sort your feet out. Because do you see games like this here, when it's such a fine margin here, you see that lapse of concentration could have cost us. Because that ball, like I said, guys, that ball, if that ball goes on the other side of that crossbar, that goes in. That goes in. So, and then the second half, like, what do I say about the second half, guys? Guys, what do I actually say about the second half? Because I don't even know what that was. I can't tell you what that was. I can't describe what I saw in that 45 minutes. We didn't play, like, genuinely, guys, like, there was nothing of any merit. The issue is our midfield was suffering in both games, in both halves. 45 in the first and 45 in the second. And in games like this, funnily enough, we needed someone like Merino. Hear this? Merino in for Gyökeres, because Gyökeres was offering us absolutely nothing in up forward. He was getting dog walked by Kanate, and on the other side he had Van Dijk. So he had nothing else to do. We needed someone to drop in and create that overload, because we had absolutely nothing in that midfield. Odegaard was pressing, and at the same time he wasn't. There were too many times that Liverpool were just getting in behind us and just allowing them to play through our midfield and just dictate. And part of that reason is one or two players are pressing, the other is not pressing. I don't know what we were doing in the marking. Was it man to man? Was it zonal? I don't know, guys. Like, there was so much space in that midfield that it just became such an easy game for Liverpool. Liverpool came there with absolutely no pressure to do absolutely nothing, because regardless of what happens today for Liverpool, they've got 18 games to still get top four, because they're competing in top four with a Chelsea team that's inconsistent, a United team that could lose at any weekend, and the other team is Brentford. Like, so this game was a zero pressure game for Liverpool, and yet Arsenal just did not want to do absolutely nothing. Like, the subs, the thing is, you need to be reactionary at times, right? Because that first half we offered nothing. You need a bit more intensity. Change it immediately. Do not wait until the 70th minute and then decide, okay, you know what? Oh God, oh Eze, you're still here. Say no more. Let me get you on. Let me get Madueke on. Madueke put a great ball in. I don't know where Jesus was. I don't know what he was doing. Was he having a chin wag with McAllister? I don't know. Like, guys, it's 2 points dropped. We had the chance to go 8 points clear. We have not done that. There's still a lot of games to go. But come the end of the season, we could be looking at this game and thinking, boy, what were we thinking? Because it doesn't get easier. We got Forest away, we got United at home. Make of that as you will. But yeah, anyway, guys, 2 points dropped. I'm annoyed, really. I'll be so real with you. We did not turn up at all today. We didn't even look like we even gave a fuck. Like, genuinely, like, that was honestly, that was up there with Wolves, with Sunderland, like with Liverpool in August. Like, that was up there with some of the worst performances I've seen in Arsenal this season. We just did not even turn up. Like, guys, genuinely, like, I'm struggling to honestly tell you what we did, because we didn't do anything. We literally did not do anything. We had 1 or 2 opportunities, and that's about it. 90 minutes, not a single attempt on goal. And that's how I end it there. But yeah, I'm not even sure what we got next. But yeah, you see me in the next match reaction.